Welcome back, and we're joined over the phone to tell us more about the World Youth Forum and its significance to them is Mohammad Amer, a member of the organizing committee of the World Youth Forum. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege.
Can you tell us a bit about the topics that are being tackled right now during this edition of the World Youth Forum? Why is it important?
Of course. First, I would like to congratulate on the youth of Egypt and the youth of the world on the success of the forum in its fourth edition under the auspices of His Excellency President of the Sisi. Concerning the topics discussed in this particular edition, I believe the variety of which is the main feature, not to mention their modernity and being up to date. For example, the main theme and topic of the forum is the post-COVID-19 world and what happens next in a world shocked with one of the most ferocious pandemics. The force itself this time puts plans on how to deal with such situation in the aftermath of the pandemic. Moreover, the forum focuses on how to deal with the consequences of the pandemic, such as poverty, water security, education reforms, climate change, safety and security, and so on. Of course, not to mention sustainable development and the clear pride of the African roots, which is deeply rooted in our hearts.
During the forum, or rather before the forum, there was a number of workshops that took place ahead of the launch of itself, and they involved Gen Z's vision for the post-pandemic world. Why was it important to have a look at the opinion of the Gen Z?
Yes, of course, it's been very fruitful for all participants. That particular workshop, I'm talking about Generation Z.
Yes.
It mainly relies on elaborating what's meant by Generation Z, because a lot of people ask what's meant by Generation Z. Generation Z means the young people born in the middle of the 19th of the last decades.
Yes.
Which marks the beginning of the new generation, by the way.
Yes.
So we have a new generation in our hands. The workshop itself, it focuses on the role of young people in achieving sustainable development goals according to the agenda of the United Nations. The workshop extended for, as I remember, several hours, by the way, discussing most important issues challenging young people, especially Generation Z, such as entrepreneurship, job opportunities, climate change, and also planning for the future.
Yes. So what makes Gen Z special? I mean, they are close to the millennial generation as well. I mean, some of them are still young too. Why are the Gen Z different from the millennials, for instance?
Of course, because young people in that particular age are known for their, as you know, zealous behavior, proactivity, and also productivity, and willing to change. I think these young people react to every single change and every single detail happens around us. You can see politically, socially, economically, and nationally or internationally. They tend to know that what occurs around them and to be up to date to the details of everyday life in order to find solutions for their future and for their issues and problems.
Yeah, we also see that Gen Z is more active on social media and different applications. Obviously, you will find of different generations as well, millennials or boomers or whatever it is, but they're more active and more available on social media. Why is this an important tool for them to be heard?
Yes, of course. As I told you before, these young people tend to be up to date with everything new and trendy. You can see a lot of talented young people on Instagram, Facebook, and especially TikTok, expressing their own skills and talents in order to get the opportunity to be discovered. And by the way, you can see a lot of those talented people in the WIFP this time. They were discovered in TikTok. So I think young people participating in TikTok and every single social media platform, they tend to appear in order to be discovered. They are promising soft power in Egypt and every other country. They need to be dealt with a smart and skillful person.
We also see that this generation is more tech savvy. How can this be of significance in the next phase of, the path for the entire world, especially since we've seen reliance on technology heavily during the pandemic?
Yes, of course. Indeed, and by the way, beside special events like WIF Labs and Startup Bain, not to mention the WIF Theater, are full of young people with supreme technological potential. I myself have witnessed the dozens of startup founders and entrepreneurs focusing on the top-notch technological solutions based on, robotics, modern sciences, smart applications, and even the inventor of the two popular robots in the event, Romba and Emily, they are very funny. The inventor of those robotics, by the way, is an Egyptian team of young people. It's a 100% Egyptian industry.
So how do you see the preparations for this edition of the World Youth Forum? How is it different from the previous ones in terms of technology?
This is very promising. It's a pleasure, by the way, to be a member of the organizing committee of the WIF. And this is not my first time. It's my fourth time to be a member of the team. I'm now the operational manager of the media team responsible for the coverage of the event.
Yes.
Since its launching in 2017 World Youth Forum, I have been a member of the organizing committee. Various teams like logistics, media, accommodation, ticketing, content, HR, and PR are formed of young people who started their work, by the way, 4 months earlier. It's not a day and night to make the event appear in such a promising image.
Yes.
In my opinion, I think it's a young event based on the hands of young people, stemming from the willing of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to build a new generation of young leaders. The robots tend to measure the temperature of attendees, by the way.
Yes. What do you think of the precautionary measures that were taken for COVID-19?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
After finishing our work, they told us a lot of robots are going to be used on the WIF this year because they were invented by young people from day one and started from Sharm el-Sheikh airport. When our attendees arrive from all over the world, they are being subject to rapid tests and PCR tests in order to make sure that every single person of them in the event is healthy and free of COVID-19. Random PCRs are being done at I think it's every 48 hours as well. Putting on face masks is a must, by the way, to walk into and attend the different sessions and going into halls. By the way, you must take one of the approved vaccines to take part in the event from the beginning. All of these measures, not to mention maintaining social distancing, of course, this is the first step. All of these steps are must to make a successful and healthy forum.
Okay, Mohammad Amer, a member of the organizing committee of the World Youth Forum. Thank you so much for joining us over the phone. Thank you.